on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game.
Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newton.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team.
Out while the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp and the preseason. But it's clear, this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young...
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Cam Skattebo. Touchdown, New York. For Skattebo, 24 total TDs last year at Arizona State. This his first in the NFL. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Giants have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Noah Igbinoghene. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So, Greg, here are the Commanders, and could anything change in a year the way everything around Washington did? Coaching, quarterback play, future of the franchise, it all just turned around off that great season. Now they got to do it on the field again here this year.
And you just can't say enough about Dan Quinn. And you and I, we've sat in a lot of meetings with him over the years, Mike. And when he walks in the room, you just feel good. You feel confident. You feel he's under control. He's just one of those guys that has an aura about him that just makes you say, you know what, that guy's in charge, and I'm just going to go wherever he tells me. And you kind of saw that happen on a roster that I would say was a good roster. They were a roster around Daniel. I'll tell you what, I think they won 12 last year. I wouldn't be surprised to see them hover around that same number and compete to win in what's a difficult division with the Eagles. But when it comes to the end of the season, I think they're going to be right there with them. A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. For Daniels, last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year. First touchdown pass of his sophomore season.
And this is what good offense is in the be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. apiece. And the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
On second down, Dart strangling to his left. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our top.
Here we go, shot!
They'll motion over Samuel. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Bravo quick.
They'll run with Robinson to the 5-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniel. Touchdown, Commander. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. The Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing, start. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Check the Eagle! Check the Eagle!
Daniels now on 1st down. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Ready, go!
The tight end Ertz in motion. Running here with Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Check the Eagle!
First and goal.
The motion man here is McClure. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Gary McClure. Touchdown, Washington. First quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dark. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. So try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dark. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. Flushed to his left. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. And off to Scatterboot, running left. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Gardner Minshew under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. They try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line.
Jackson Dart.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. This one, put it away. It's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Trying to connect with Cam Scatterboot coming out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
on the play.
Come on.
2nd and 10. At the 39-yard line.
He takes off.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniel. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Right side, that's made by McLaurin. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide. So only a gain of about a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Got it. Ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 19.
They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels to throw on second down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third.
From the shotgun on third down. Daniels. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
That's another Washington first down. First and 10.
Man in motion is Brown. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second down. At the
2nd and 10.
15-yard line.
Come on. Let it back on, ladies.
Daniels now going to look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
To the air again is Daniels. This is caught at 2. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Man in motion is Brown. Robinson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19, set, careful, set.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. So we reach 2-minute warning here in the opener.
See what you did there, Mike. Thank you. And coming up at the half, the debut of the brand new halftime show. Scores and highlights from around the NFL. That's all coming up in 2 minutes.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commander. Game to add the PAT. Commanders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gage to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East. I was always fond of saying you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases. Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feels a different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
Yeah, and it's just such a fun division. And last year with Washington turning it around so quickly, Jake Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And then, of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champs. Clearly, towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly how things played out. So if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say, okay, maybe I'm
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. We'll try and hurry to the line here. Dart. A throw on the move is caught. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Moving left. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Working his way outside. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were, able to fall on it, so they keep possession. They'll go. It's Scatterboo. And he will have a Giants 1st down. And he'll get it by plenty. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
They'll
let's
motion over
let's
Sammy.
see.
On 1st down, Daniel. He's across midfield. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try.
That's good.
Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He's is good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll motion over Samuel. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's third down and a few inches.
Let's go now.
They'll try to sneak it here. He will have the Commanders' first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's first and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Now, quick throw taken in by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Robinson. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
23-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 23, this is second and 3.
Let's go. Cowboy.
The motion man here is McLaurin. On Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he's got another one. Harry, touchdown, Washington. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it, and the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Commanders 38, Giants 10.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattled off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument that they're a playoff team, but Joe Burrow is the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
Well, I think Dallas is going to find themselves just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year, McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
His caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down. A play fake. Now dart. He finds Johnson across the field. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. 33 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Scatterboo. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Look over on him in a crash, and he lost the football. And the defense has come up with not only no points, but they turn it over deep in their own territory.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, it's Daniel. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play there for Washington. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Get it. 19, Tiger, 19.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3. And he will score again. Touchdown, Washington. Making 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point by Gay is good. The Commanders stretch things out even further. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just 1 game, so don't.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samersdale. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll get that to his tight end, Ben Sinnott. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Ben in motion is Brown. Can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 70, 70.
At the Giants' 18-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniel. In trouble, and down he goes. Roy Robertson Harris taking him down for the 1st sack of this new campaign.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
40-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where...
The ball comes out. One of the Giants has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants cut into the lead a little bit.
17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. And here comes Robinson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From 29. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
On play action, Daniels. McLaurin open on the left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a Commander's 1st down.
Man in motion is Brown.
At the 42-yard line.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
Roll. Ready.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Tag. Cougar 19.
They'll motion over Samuel. To throw is Daniels. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage might... is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They try to work the screen with Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. To throw, it's done on first one. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. To the air on second down. Dart. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So